You nerd. Cheers. To you nerdy stuff.
What you got in there, tea?
Water. Don't worry, folks. It's not vodka or anything. It's literally water.
Cream soda. We're live. Welcome to Pinkhawk007 Twitch streaming. Also now on YouTube. Today we're opening Lord of the Rings, Magic the Gathering. Look at that. I didn't see those in the card shop today when we went, but let's talk about their availability and how much those are, because they're a little more than some of the ones.
Do you want to tell folks what this channel's about?
We can do that. We stream on Twitch. We do we're variety streamers. We game some. We do
Fortnite primarily.
Yeah, IRLs, and we do card openings. Right. We talk about Magic and Pokemon, and that's pretty much it so far.
Right.
Who knows where it's gonna go?
Bulk of what we do is card openings, but we're trying to introduce some new things. And you'd mentioned earlier you wanted to tell them about what's coming up next.
Yeah. So, up next, we're going to do Pokemon opening, and for Magic opening, we're going to do Wilds of Eldraine. I don't have a date for when that's going to kick off.
Not sure which one you're going to do first.
I don't have a date set. One of the two is definitely next. It's either going to be Wilds of Eldraine, I'll show you what that looks like, or Pokemon.
So that's Wilds of Eldraine.
The nice little fairy tale version. Pokemon, though, we've been collecting Happy Meals, so we're ready. Needless to say, we have a problem, and we're ready. Welcome to Nelly. Hey.
Hey, Nelly.
You're our first one in.
Yay.
Welcome.
Welcome.
But so today's stream is Lord of the Rings.
Right, and you were saying availability. So we got these for about $7 or $8 off of a website. Yeah. But otherwise, these are pretty hard to find. We could not find them in our local game store. These are the set boosters, not collector boosters. Collector boosters are going for about $80 a pack these days, and the reason why that is because they have serialized special cards in them that there may only be 100 printed or 500 printed, or in one case, the One Ring, there was only one serialized One Ring printed. And that one, a kid... Oop, she dropped the One Ring.
I totally did this live.
She dropped it into Mount Doom.
I would do that on a live stream.
There was a young man in Canada who opened up the One of One Ring card, and it sold for $2 million to Post Malone.
Post Malone got it.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
This one doesn't work. I'm still visible.
So, here...
I like to keep it over here on my little dragon.
Yeah. Check that out.
It's a little tea light candle holder. I got it a long time ago because I was really into Elder Scrolls.
We have another audience member here who is eagerly watching every move we're making, and that's our cat Ziggy. She is very fascinated by what we're doing right now.
Right here.
Yep, she's literally sitting on the bed looking at us.
What are y'all doing?
Hanging out with us.
Yeah, so what is in a Lord of the Rings? What are we going to expect to see if, like, decently, not cut the crap? What is some good stuff we would see?
So here's what the
Show me what you got.
This is what the basic lands look like.
Watch
the
those
full
glares.
art basic lands.
Oh, those land cards, babe. Look at that. We got the Shire and...
no, that's the Shire.
This is the Shire, and this one was Mordor.
But it's a swamp and a plains, right? So they've got the map representing the different types of mana in Lord of the Rings.
They're pretty cool.
Now,
you just want to stare at them and look at it.
There's also special legendary lands, and I got one of these. Yeah, this is the Shire card. It's the actual legendary land version of the Shire, which is pretty neat.
Look at me, Cabo.
So...
He's got the root beer emoji, and I've got the cream soda. So.
We might pull a legendary land. Welcome in, Bryce.
Out of all those packs, I hope we pull... We're gonna get something good. We're just bound to.
Right.
And apparently they got a reputation for having decent pulls, so...
Right, there's a fair number of legendary creatures in there that could potentially be commanders. I'll show you some of the... I opened 2 or 3 packs a few weeks ago and pulled 6 legendary creatures out. And of course, they're all characters from Lord of the Rings, like Meriadoc Brandybuck or Denethor Ruling Steward, right? So we've got multiple different... Gwaihir the Windlord, the eagle that rescues Sam and Frodo at the very end of Return of the King, right? So we've got stuff like that. Here's Pippin when he was in Gondor as the guard of the Citadel. We've got a couple of foils here. Butterbur, the innkeeper at Bree, right? You may remember him from the first movie. And then Gandalf's horse, Shadowfax, Lord of Horses, which is like a horse typal deck you can build as a commander, where you just pack the deck with as many horses as you can find in Magic, which is kind of cool. And here's a couple of cards that came out of the pre-con that Katie got me for Christmas.
You're welcome.
So, Gandalf Westward Voyager, which does a lot of cool stuff.
That's a pretty cool card.
Seared in the Shipwright. We've got Elrond of the White Council. There's multiple different Elrond cards that were printed, multiple different Gandalf cards that were printed. Aristor of the Council, which is a different elf. And then Radagast, the Brown Wizard. So, pretty cool stuff. So that's kind of... These were out of the Commander Precon, but some of these other ones that we just showed is kind of what you can expect to see in this pack opening.
Nelly says, thank you for the shout out. Well, I tried. I don't know if it's actually working on here or not. I don't know if that command worked or not. She called her Ziggs. That's cute. Ziggy. Sometimes we call her Piglet.
Yeah, because she is a little piglet sometimes.
Yeah. All right.
So, why don't we talk about... There's a handful of cards.
I want 3 people in here before we start cracking packs.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm trying. That's why we haven't started yet. But
so
if you're watching later, feel free to skip ahead, and I will put in the description the little timestamp of when we rip packs. Yeah, so, on YouTube.
What I'm specifically looking for, I've got 8 packs here. There's a couple of cards that I would put into a deck right away that I would love to get.
Gandalf!
No, that one I may build a deck around that.
Oh, that
so the ones that I would put into a deck right away are a card called Mithril Coat. You may remember the scene in the first movie when they're in the Mines of Moria and they get attacked by orcs and trolls, and a troll stabs Frodo and everybody thinks he's dead and he collapses. And then they open his shirt up, and he's got a mithril coat in there. So it's a really powerful...
Because everybody wears a coat in the inside of their
chainmail coat. Yeah. It's a really powerful card in Magic, so that would be an awesome card to get. The other one that I'd love to get is a card called the Grey Havens, which is one of those legendary lands I was talking about. Now, one that you mentioned a second ago, Gandalf the White, would make for a really cool commander card.
I mean...
And, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Gandalf the White, maybe
it does kind of speak for itself, like... Yeah.
Maybe the most iconic character in the whole trilogy, next to probably Frodo. So.
Yeah.
And then the other one I'd love to potentially make a deck out of is a Saruman of many colors. So you remember the wizard Saruman that kind of turns on him in the first movie? There is a card called Saruman of many colors that would be awesome. And then... Honestly, I'd love to see the One Ring in one of these packs.
Oh,
that would be because that's where
not the One Ring that we spoke about, but like because there was only one of that very special one, but this is a actual Yeah.
They printed a bunch of more generic One Rings, and this one, even the generic one, is worth about $70 nowadays.
That's insane. If you pull that. Immediately sleeve it. Don't touch go. Don't touch the table.
Right.
Don't even breathe. We're sleeving that sucker.
Slabbing it.
Do not sell. I want you to wait. If I don't know. I just think it's gonna only go up in value because they're not gonna reprint this. It's out there. It's done.
Oh yeah, they're done with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Now
it's only gonna go up.
They might decide to print another Lord of the Rings set one day, but the thing about the One Ring, I would probably slab that thing and.
Yeah, and, you will be in heavy trouble if you sell that immediately.
$70 card.
Yeah. Don't be so quick. We gotta show it off.
Right.
Look what we got. Yeah. Pink says, I'll yell if you open it.
Oh, we'll yell too.
Crossing my fingers for you on those. Yeah, thank you.
We'll yell too if we open that one ring. That would be awesome. Well, do you want to hold off a little longer? We want to start cracking some packs. If y'all have anybody that you think would like to watch this, go ahead and send them a message and send them a link.
Sure.
Because we're about to start cracking packs, I think.
It's about to happen. Let me see how long we've been running for. I mean, I don't want to drag it out too forever, but I had considered cracking a couple of packs before we get started.
We've been running about 10 minutes at this point.
Okay.
You want to open a couple of Bloom Burrows?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking about, I'm like itching to open some Kamigawa, but
that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun little bonus.
I have at least 3 people before I crack these because they're so
They got
good,
beautiful art.
You know?
Those Kamigawas have some beautiful, beautiful art.
Yeah. I mean, go ahead and do
Let's do our
fortune cookies.
Yeah. So this is a tradition.
We need a magic 8-ball is what we need. Cowboy, do you have a magic 8-ball we can borrow? I know we had one growing up. It was technically mine, and I just don't know what happened to it.
Alright. So this is going to tell us our pack cracking fortune.
Pack and fortune. Supposedly. Okay, this is promising. Go above and beyond your duty. You will benefit from it.
That's awesome. This is the funniest fortune I've ever got.
Oh, gosh.
It's ridiculous. It says, fear is the dark room where negatives are developed. Which is just ridiculous, so.
It went that way. She found our little treat stuff. She's like, no. Wait, no, they'll break into it.
What do you want me to do with
it? You're gonna open it silently so you don't disturb the other one. And then just like, he'll have no idea.
I don't know where he went.
I don't either, but that's okay.
Our other cat disappeared.
Okay. Alright.
Here we go. You want to open Kamigawas, or we want to just start cracking Lord of the Rings?
We have our third viewer. We're cracking them, baby.
Alright, it's Lord of the Rings time. So here's our first one. We got 8 of these, so plenty of opportunity to get something good. These have always been kind of hard.
Sometimes they are.
Alright. Ooh, I see something Katie's going to like.
Art card, baby.
An art card. Pretty creepy art card. It's Sauron, the main enemy of Lord of the Rings. So I'll let you have that if you want it. Ooh.
Yeah, he's nasty.
This is
That's a really cool card, though.
This is an interesting.
So
occasionally, set boosters will have prints from old packs as like a bonus. It can come off of there's certain cards called the list that get added, and these set boosters would occasionally have ones off the list. This is one of those. So this is from an older set. I think this is from Dominaria United. Oh, the art card. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty creepy. Burn it. It is Sauron, so yeah. This is Baird, Stewart of Argive. So this is not a Lord of the Rings character. So, interesting. We've got Slip on the Ring. Oh, wait a minute. I'm opening them the wrong way. We got a basic forest. We've got Torment of Gollum. Ooh, that's creepy looking. So this is when Sauron captured Gollum and tried to get him to tell where the ring was. So that's pretty creepy. Ziggy wants more treats.
She's like, I'm back.
We have a card called Mordor Muster. So orcs, right? It's been a pretty creepy pack so far. We've got Easterling Vanguard. So this is the Easterlings were part of Sauron's army, so this has all been
That
mustard.
wasn't mustard, right?
No, Mordor mustard. Mordor mustard would be pretty interesting. It probably wouldn't taste very good, I don't think.
That'd be an interesting gamer tag name.
Right, Mordor mustard. You'd probably get some
I'm
comments
always thinking
about
of gamer
that.
tag names.
This has been all like orcs and trolls and stuff. Here's a troll, Olog High Crusher. It's been all trolls and orcs, and this has been a weird pack so far. Rush the Room. This is kind of interesting. So let's see if we get one of the goody goodies. This is neat.
That's cool.
That's a bird. This is one of the eagles. So the Meneldor Swift Savior. Our cat is wanting treats bad. We're gonna give her some treats.
She already got her treats.
Ooh, here's another legendary bird. Landroval Horizon Witness. So one of the other eagles. A lot of birds, a lot of orcs in this pack.
What's your organization over there?
Oh, I'm just throwing them down as we go. This is cool. Quick Beam Upstart Ent.
I like this one.
Yeah, this is one of the Ents. So that's kind of a fun card. I may put that in like a favorite stack actually. Because that's
My
kind
brother
of cool.
I remember our first D&D game. He created a character that made me think of those.
So here's a full art Dunlin Creebine. This is one of the birds that kind of goes looking for him when they're going through the Misty Mountains, right? So
That's an awesome card.
It's a pretty cool looking card.
Yep.
Then we've got, this is a cool card. This is actually a really good card. The Battle of Bywater. So this was at the very end of the books. This wasn't in the movies actually, but at the very end of the books, Saruman actually invades the Shire. So this is from that. What you doing there, babe? You picking out your favorites?
I was, but I was also gonna organize, and I'm like, I don't even know how to organize. It's very.
Yeah.
I do know how to organize, but
I got it.
for this particular
Is this
set.
your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I've got as my foil Slip on the Ring. This is a neat little. Yep. This is a neat little blink spell that'll let you take a creature away from the battlefield that you control and put it back. So that's kind of cool.
How cool if we had like
That's
some
another
kind of
favorite.
green screen effect, I would just disappear when I.
That would be fun.
They'd have been like,
Huh? So pretty cool pack. A lot of orcs, a lot of birds. Let's see if this one's got orcs and birds in it.
orcs and birds. Oh, the music must not be picking up. I did have some music. I started with some lo-fi Lord of the Rings style. And then I switched playlist to royalty free so it didn't cut out our commentary for the Lord of the Rings one because I didn't want that to get muted.
Look at this. Another art
But
card.
I can turn it up a hair since it's not picking up.
This is a pretty cool art card. It is Marshall's Anthem. So, like the Rohirrim or something riding. Got
Welcome in,
Welcome
D-Daw! First time chat!
in. Yeah, D-Daw's here.
If D-Daw follows, she'll be our 50th follower.
That would be really special.
That would be special.
You want this art card? That one's a lot prettier.
That's so cool!
So this is kind of neat. This is going to go in the favorites pile.
This will be going in my little book.
Oh, she followed. Thanks,
Yay!
D-Daw!
We
Yay! D-Daw for number 50.
Can be affiliates now!
Yay!
The cat's like, ears are back.
Yeah.
Why are y'all freaking out, Mom?
This is a pretty cool card. It's a foil. I think I'm doing it backwards again. Hang on. Nope. Okay. So this is a foil plains. Pretty cool. I like it. You can see the foiling on it. Pretty cool. That's going to go on the favorites pile. This, I actually considered getting this for a deck that I have. This is kind of neat. Hithlane Knots. It's a common, but pretty cool card. I'm going to put that in favorites too.
I missed it.
You know what? This one's going to go in favorites as well, I think.
Why is this
Arwen's
so
Gift.
fast?
Pretty neat. I'm getting some good cards for some of these.
Yeah?
Yeah. This one's not bad. Birthday Escape. So this is when Bilbo slips the ring on at the very beginning and escapes from his 11th birthday. Right?
Iconic little scene
Yeah.
there, yep.
Quarrel's End. Kind of neat. I like the art on it. Not necessarily something I would put in a deck and play. Dunedain Rangers. That's kind of neat. That's a pretty neat card. So uncommon. So that was our first at the uncommon slot. Oh, here we go. Here's a legendary creature. This could be a commander. This is Faramir Field Commander.
Nice.
Pretty neat. Reprieve. This one gets played some in Commander. That's going to go in the favorites pile. That's not a bad card at all. Ooh, look at this. This is a full art.
Whoa.
Wow.
Hang on. It's upside down for me. Kind of.
You can destroy a creature for 1 mana with this, but you got to sack another creature. Lash of the Balrog. That's kind of neat.
Is it? It's kind of shiny, isn't it? I don't know.
It's not foiled.
No, the card is a little bit shiny.
That'll go on my... That's a cool card. Oh, I've got this card. This is a very good card.
Dito says follow or not faller. Guess that's how rednecks do.
That's hilarious. Faller.
I noticed it was just the typo.
You got 50th follower.
I saw it up here. New follower.
So this is pretty cool. I've actually got this card in one of my decks, and the art is beautiful. Galadriel of Lothlorien. So,
These
and it's
cards
a good
are
card.
pretty nice.
That's a great card. I'm gonna put that in my favorites.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would have
this
put it in
is
my
neat.
favorites too. I could like start looking up cards for worth.
Yeah, why don't you just
I want to
look
do that
one up.
one, and then there was another one in here. What's that one you had?
Quick Beam? Battle of Bywater?
Yeah, I don't know if that one will be worth anything. I'm going to do it anyway. I'll look that up real quick.
This is a cool card that could be a commander. The Balrog, Durin's Bane. That's pretty neat. I like, that's it. You know, this is a classic scene when the Balrog and Gandalf fight. Ooh, this is going to go in one of my decks right away because I've already got this card and now I've got the foil version. Intish Restoration. That's cool.
It would help if I spelled that right.
That's a pretty card. It's a
Quick
little dark.
Beam is worth 4 pennies.
4 pennies. 4 whole pennies. How about that?
Let's celebrate.
This is kind of dark. This is one of those where it's the foiling's kind of dark.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is so sad.
No.
This token I got. So it's a food token, which you know, there's a lot of different printings of food tokens. There's a lot of cards that generate food tokens. Here's what the food token for Lord of the Rings looks like. It's one of the hobbits that Shelob has like wound up in her spider's web.
What?
So that's creepy. That's sad.
This one is a $2 card, by the way.
Galadriel of the Lothlorien. I already have this card, so that one may be a trade-in for a couple of bucks, unless Katie wants it, which she might. All right, so that's 2 packs. We got 6 left. Let's see.
I wanted to.
Hope y'all are having fun.
Thank you,
think-
Dito, for the follow.
I think there's some cool cards in here. This one should be good, I bet. Ooh, we are 3 for 3 on art cards, and you're going to love this one.
Yes!
I've got this
I love
card
art
in
cards.
one of my decks. This is Legolas,
Legolas?
Counter of Kills. The
Welcome in,
famed
guys.
elven
Welcome in.
archer.
We are full throttle party right now.
So you can have
that's
that.
cool.
That's yours.
That's an awesome card. Yeah.
Got a basic swamp. So far, I haven't pulled any of those really neat map land cards. So maybe we'll pull one of those. Woe's Pathfinder. That came in in my commander deck that I've got. And I actually pulled it out for a different card. Not a bad card.
This
Pillar's
one
Year.
was worth 5 pennies.
Yeah, I figured that one wasn't going to be worth it.
It was one of my favorites. So was this one. Is that your favorite, Paul?
Yep.
You have nearly as many favorites as you do, right? It's a great
It's
set.
it's an awesome set. There's a lot of cool
It
stuff
really
in here.
is.
Pillar's Year Survivor. Not a bad card, but not a great card either. Captain of Umbar. It's got a pretty good ability. It lets you discard and then draw. Not bad. Always, card draw in Commander is always good. Here's what could be a Commander. Grima Wormtongue.
Worm tongue.
Yep.
Okay.
Saruman's advisor who was, talking bad stuff to him.
You heard it right, folks. Worm tongue. What?
So, possible commander card there. Lost to Legend. That's a cool card.
Nice little instant there and a uncommon.
So this is Lost to Legend. You can actually see the ring on there in the this is when it went into the river and was lost until Gollum found it, right? So that's kind of cool. Voracious Fell Beast. That's a pretty good card. This one might be worth money, so we're going to look that one up. Voracious Fell Beast.
Voracious?
Voracious.
Voracious.
Voracious Fell Beast. Here. Ooh, this is neat. Rise of the Witch King. So this is... It's pretty
When
powerful.
we're streaming, I panic type and nothing ever comes out right.
So we're into the uncommons on this
Mentally
pack.
be aware of everything all at once.
Here's another legendary creature.
5 pennies.
5 whole pennies. Old Man Willow. So this is something that wasn't in the movies but is in the books.
Really?
Yeah. Old Man Willow was a living tree that traps the hobbits shortly after they leave the Shire. So that's kind of neat. Ooh. Here's our full art. Knights of Dol Amroth. That's kind of neat. That's a pretty full art. I don't think it's worth very much, but it's cool looking. So, there's that. Now we're getting to, ooh, our rare. This is one of my commanders that I play. This is the non-full art version of it, but this is one of the commanders I play. Elrond, Master of Healing. It's a pretty fun commander. That's kind of neat to get another copy of it, kind of like I got with Galadriel. I'll put that in my favorites pile just because it's a commander I use. Here we go. We got a foil version of that card you like. Dunlin Prebind. So you got a foil. Neat.
That's beautiful.
And then this is the ring card that helps you. Not the One Ring card.
Not that one.
This is just a token card that tells you how to play a mechanic.
I was excited. I was like, let me see.
No. That's not the One Ring. I would probably fall out. You would know I opened the One Ring because I'd probably fall out of my chair when I saw it.
I was working on getting one of our videos.
We got 5 of these left.
Transferred to the YouTube channel, and it was the card we pulled right before the Sylvan Tutor. There's actually a short clip of it on Twitch that I posted yesterday, but I cut it out. But I'm pulling cards, and you have this bad habit of looking at the next card while I'm showing
yeah, I
them,
love to.
and your face just goes.
I knew right away it was something crazy.
And you weren't saying anything because she's trying to be good and not get in trouble.
That's a lot of me on the street.
And then the next card was Sylvan Tutor, and because I saw you do it, and I went like this as I pulled it. And then when I pulled it back, I was like,
You just perfectly summed up my hubby streaming life, trying to be good and not get in trouble. I spend a lot of time on stream doing that.
Do you now?
I do. So here's an art card, Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. This one, you're going to like this one. You can have this one.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool. It's kind of creepy. It makes Elrond look kind of creepy.
Well,
Yay!
Here's
one of those map lands I was telling you about. This one's mountain.
Which one is that?
It's mountain. This one might go in my red deck right away. It's the Misty Mountains.
Oh, that's a new one.
Maybe the most iconic mountain range in the story. So that's going in the favorites pile.
Yeah, leave that.
Galadrim Guide. I've got this in one of my decks.
Scout.
Pretty good elf card.
Welcome in, Miho.
Hey, Miho. Welcome.
He loves Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, he says.
Oh, well then you're in for a treat. This is all Lord of the Rings.
We're halfway through it, but yeah.
Lothlorien Lookout. So that's a pretty cool card. What's cool about this set is it's not just the movies. It's the books, and it's kind of Magic's own take on this. I've got this in one of my decks too.
If you guys don't know, Miho is like
Elven Farsight.
Pokemon guy.
Yeah, give Miho a follow if you're interested in Pokemon, or if you're just interested in seeing cool card art. So
he's got a collection that would
Oh man, this is an interesting card.
He's been doing it for 5 years, or streaming for 5 years. The Pokemon stuff.
That's
the
awesome.
Openings and the.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
This is a very sad moment from the story. The breaking of the fellowship, when Boromir kind of turns, the ring has tempted him, and he tries to grab it from Frodo. So the art on that's really great. I love it. But a very sad moment in the story.
Miho says, I hear the books are always better. And that's true of, like, pretty much anything. But we were just talking about that with a card that you had pulled, that there was a character that was only in the books and not the movies. Yep.
The thing about Lord of the Rings, I'm a big fan of both the books and the movies. The books, in a lot of ways, are better, but there are things that I actually think the movie does better than the books. Like, in the books, if y'all are familiar with the story, so, you know, Aragorn is the king of Gondor, the rightful heir, but he and his ancestors have been in exile, right? And so in the book, early on, when he meets the hobbits, he shows them the sword that was broken, which is the sword of the king of Gondor. In the books, the sword gets reforged in Rivendell in the very first book, and Aragorn's very sure of himself that he's going to go to Gondor and be the king, and he gets the sword reforged. In the movies, it's more dramatic because he's not sure of himself.
I'm sorry, I'm trying not to
nerding
laugh.
out because I'm just nerding
No,
out.
I was trying not to laugh because I had cat mischief over here. I was trying to low-key make it stop while
Ziggy.
not...
Where's a good kitty?
He
So,
just wants treats.
well, you hit him.
Sorry, I was trying to compose myself and I lost it.
In the movies, Aragorn is not sure of himself about being king.
He doesn't like the second breakfast.
Right,
or
right.
the third.
You're right.
The third.
Our cats love 11 C's, third breakfast, dinner, supper, any food they can get, they're going to eat it.
I definitely had a lot of appreciation for Lord of the Rings when they started talking about a second breakfast, because I was like, I do that. That college days, second breakfast was it, man.
Donuts make great second breakfast.
Dee-dah.
So this is now for wrath, now for ruin. You know, this is when the Rohirrim charge in the Pelennor Fields at one of the climactic moments in the third movie and book. So we've already seen this one, but this is one of the Eagles, Landroval. I've already got that. I opened that a few minutes ago. So we're getting here we go, quick beam.
I like that one.
Again.
It's a
That's
cool card.
That's a fun little card. One of the Ints, right? Intish Restoration. I've got another one of these.
Similar to
I opened a foil of this, I think, in the last pack. Oh, Dunlin Creebine. Another full art. We're going to slap that on the pile. That's the third one. Here's a cool card. This is our rare classic character, Eomer, Marshal of Rohan, right? Pretty cool card. Could be a commander. I'll throw that on the favorites pile. And this is a really cool foil. I love the art. I don't know if the foil is going to show as well. But this is Snarling Warg. Yeah, I'll let Katie handle that. I just love the way that the wolf kind of shines in that. That's kind of neat. You know what? Throw that on the
That's a big
pile.
stack of favorites. We'll go back over that again. Nelly Pink says, I feel like that about Harry Potter too. The books are so amazing in their motion, but then the movies have so much special little different things too that I absolutely love.
Yeah.
I agree. I've never been able to focus very well to be able to read a book. I made it through 2.5 Harry Potter books, and I was like, I can't. I just started watching the movies, and it was so true. It was there's so much that's cut out. In Lord of the Rings, I didn't dare read it because I'm like, I know, my mind would just never. But
well, there's a part early on in the books that they completely cut out of the movies, and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But it would have slowed the movie to a crawl, which they made the right choices. That's the thing I love about the movies is you can tell that Peter Jackson and Filippo Boyens were big fans of Lord of the Rings because they made very judicious cuts. They were very careful and respectful with the characters. There's only a handful of things that they changed that I thought wasn't a good change. Ziggy's playing with your Pokemon cards over there. She's sniffing the Pokemon.
No!
Ziggy sniffing the Pokemon.
Ziggy, no! That is not a get 'em.
trying to get the Pokemon. So we're halfway through. This is the halfway pack right here. So this is a cool. So
That's really cool.
There's a classic card called Commander's Sphere that's played a lot in Commander. This is the Palantir, as Commander Sphere, which is kind of neat. That's a really cool art card. This is one that I actually might want to keep, but if you want it, you can have it. You want that? It's
no,
pretty cool.
You can keep it, but
I'll keep that.
It hurts. Yeah.
You want it?
Yes, I want it, but
All right,
you
it's
keep
yours.
it.
It's yours.
No.
It's yours.
No.
Here's a basic island, so that's
You
a
keep
whatever.
this. This is so cool.
You sure?
It's very
That's
cool.
going in the favorites.
There you go.
Stalwarts of Osgiliath. These are the Gondor soldiers defending Osgiliath, right? Pretty cool. Errand Rider of Gondor. So this is just a generic. This isn't really any specific character from the books or the movies.
Yeah.
We've got Protector of Gondor, another kind of generic Gondor soldier card. So these are our commons, and you can tell they're commons because there's nothing really special about them.
You got like 3 of the same thing in my favorite stuff.
Right. Well, you liked it, so I just slapped it down.
I was like, oh, that's a cool card, and he puts all 3 of them there.
So
worth 5 cents, by the way.
This character gets talked about a fair amount in the books, from what I remember, and it's been a while since I've read the books. But I don't know if he really appears much in the movies. He may have. I don't know if he actually gets named. So it's Erkenbrand, Lord of Westfold. This is a character from Rohan.
You're great with these names. You're doing a good job.
This could be a commander card because it's a legendary creature. It doesn't have a especially powerful effect though because it's an uncommon. Here's another uncommon. This is another version of a card we just opened. So Eomer of the Rittermark. So the big characters in the story: Eomer, Gandalf, Aragorn, etc. Galadriel. Some of the other characters get multiple printings. So there's multiple different cards that feature that character.
Nice.
So this is different from the Eomer card I opened just a minute ago. This is a different take on it. Arwen has 2 or 3 cards. Ireth of the Healing House. This is a pretty good card. In fact, if you don't mind looking up the price on this one.
Yeah.
It's only an uncommon.
I need the.
That's a character that's only in the books.
Interesting.
So this is a classic.
I want to know more about this character now.
This is a classic. The Oliphants. An elephant card in a full art. I kind of like it. I'm going to throw this on my favorites.
She is 15 cents.
15 whole cents. Let's put her on favorites. Because she has a pretty powerful effect.
She's really cool. She is a legendary creature after all.
Whoa, look at this. So there's these showcase arts for some of these cards. So I've already opened this card, but this is a different art. This is the showcase for Faramir Field Commander. And you can see it kind of has a ring frame around it with the Elvish script from the ring. So that's kind of cool. Here's another one. We got another one of these showcase arts. This is a card that I have as one of my commanders. Elrond, Master of Healing. I like that version. I might even want to trade this out for the one I've got in my deck. But that's really cool.
Faramir wasn't worth anything.
No. And Elrond isn't worth anything either. I bought him. Glowing Dwarf Emissary. This is neat.
This is neat.
This is a pretty cool card.
His beard is like all like, yeah.
So Gloin was one of the dwarves that went with Bilbo to go get the treasure from Smaug, right? So Gloin is from The Hobbit, and I believe Gimli is related. Son, I think, the son of Gloin, right? Here's our foil, Mirror Guardian, another dwarf. I've got a lot of in the favorite pile over here. Oh, this is neat. So I was talking earlier, some of you just joined us a minute ago. These set booster cards have cards from a select number of cards called the list that's reprints of old cards.
Really?
So this is a reprint of an old card. This is called Eye of Doom. I don't know if this is actually playable, but it's like a rare. It does something kind of interesting. Why don't you look it up? It might be worth some money.
24 cents.
Yeah. Kind of neat, though. Alright. We've got 3 left.
Ooh, getting down to it.
Let's hope we pull something cool out of some of these.
Yeah. This is like our shortest stream ever. We're going through it pretty quick.
What are we on?
Oh, we're
40
gonna
minutes?
hit. Yeah.
Well, I hope everybody's having fun.
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
Having fun. Ziggy's having fun. She's in her little
Ziggy
tent
got
over
treats.
there. Twice. Three
So
times.
here's an art we already got. Elrond, Lord of Rivendell, right? So you can have a double copy of that one. You get 3 copies of your birds. Ooh, I love this. This is going in the deck. This is the map forest. Very cool. That's going in my Elrond deck, like right now. Very cool. Love that.
That's great. I love these land cards.
Let me show them something real quick.
Okay.
Or you can show them.
What are we? Okay.
So the forest in question here is Mirkwood, which anyone who's read The Hobbit would remember that Bilbo and the party crossed Mirkwood to get to the Lonely Mountain, right? And they encountered a bunch of spiders that were.
Oh yeah. Ew.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Slip on the ring. We had a foil of this a minute ago. This is the non-foil. Bombadil's song. So this is a character that's only in the books. Tom Bombadil. Although I hear he's in the new Amazon series. So that's kind of cool. You and I might have to watch that Amazon series.
Okay.
I've heard good things about it.
I'm down for that. We've talked about rewatching the whole series.
Trilogy.
Yeah.
That's kind of a neat card. It does some kind of cool stuff.
It's gonna take a lot. It's a commitment to do that though, because it's like watching Star Wars from beginning to end, and then in the order it came out with, kind of thing.
So there's something in Magic the Gathering. There are cards called artifacts that do various things. Some of them are swords. Some of them produce mana, and artifacts that produce mana are called mana rocks. This is a mana rock from the Lord of the Rings set, Inherited Envelope. So this is the envelope that Frodo inherits from his uncle Bilbo that has the One Ring in it, right?
Nerd Nerfer
cool.
is back to see us in another stream.
Welcome.
And they said, I hear you either love or hate the Amazon series.
Yeah, I've heard some similar things about that. It looks interesting, and it's got a bunch of characters in it that I really like. This is Rally at the Hornburg. So this is a common. We're about to get to our uncommons here. I'm going to slap that in the non-favorites pile.
Yeah, just crispy. We actually had some Lord of the Rings theme music to start the stream with, but I didn't want to get muted.
Right.
Later
on. Make sure we're using
so I switched it over to some non-copyright stuff.
Here's another legendary creature and
especially
a classic
for this opening.
Classic character, Éowyn, who famously confronts the Witch King on the battlefield and kills him
I
in
don't
Return
remember
of the
that
King.
scene.
Oh, it's one of the best scenes in the whole movie. So this is an uncommon. She could be a commander. She's going in the favorites pile for sure.
Okay.
Here's another. This is one of the most classic characters in the story.
Red-green combo.
Yep, this is Aragorn as Strider, Ranger of the North. That one's going to be a favorite. That's really cool.
Let me see that.
I've seen somebody play this card in a game.
Really?
And he was kicking butt with it. It was doing so much. This is Prince Imrahil the Fair, another legendary creature. This one's blue and white. Imrahil is, I believe, mainly only in the books. He's a Gondorian prince, from what I remember.
I love that they honor the books like that.
Oh,
and it's not movie only. Look at behind you.
Oh, I think he's
lean,
in her
lean
little...
towards me so they can see towards me.
See
Look
Ziggy
at that
in
little
there?
critter in there.
She's sleeping in her kitty tent. She's a good girl.
She's so cute.
This is one of the showcase arts of a card that I've got in a deck. This is probably the new one. It's not worth a whole lot. Legolas counter and kills. That's a cool card. That's going in my deck. It's the first one. So there's a showcase art version.
What's the number?
Number 324. So that's that one more time.
10 cents.
Pretty cool card. That's going in favorites.
Something in here's got to be worth it.
So here's... Is this my rare? Nope. Assault on Osgiliath. I can't tell. I think that's
I want to see a Boromir filled with arrows card.
There's definitely one of those in here. Go ahead and man, I don't know what it's called. I've seen it. It's definitely in the set. I just don't know what the name of the card is.
You'd have to look that one up.
Yeah, you might.
I could find it, link it, but that might take me, 3 packs to.
So here's our rare slot, Faramir, Prince of Ithilien. This is another legendary creature.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. That's going in the favorites pile. We've got, this is a really cool foil called Dreadful as the Storm. Beans? Beagable.
Viper, welcome in, man.
So this is Galadriel when she kind of freaks out and the ring kind of tempts her, and she says she would be dreadful as the storm if she had the ring, right?
I think I remember that comment. She's very dark foiled, so it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, that's a cool card. No beans.
He just wants to let him have that, knock that down. That's safe to knock off the table. If the world was flat, the cats would have knocked everything off it by now.
So this is another card that's on the list, and this has got an old border.
That's
so this is kind of neat. And it fits with Lord of the Rings, kind of, because it's a dwarf. This is Dwarven
Blood Boiler.
Dwarven Blood Boiler. Look at that awesome retro frame. That's cool. That's going to go in the favorites, I believe. And then do it different. All right, guys. We're down.
I got to look this up.
We're down to our last 2 packs.
Woo!
We haven't found.
This is going so fast.
We've been going for 45 minutes.
I know. It's so. I'm sad because it's like so fun too.
We haven't found the One Ring.
What did I say?
Oh, that's worth some money.
It's a $5 card.
It's off the list. That's a $7 card.
Oh, 7.5.
This one is going to get sleeved right away. And this one's probably going to get traded in.
Put it down. I'll show it again. It's a low mana, so it's only 3 mana. That's pretty good. That's
that one's getting
probably going to be a really good card to play. It won't focus. There we go. Oh my, you're cracking packs. Action in real time. That's right, bud. Welcome
this one's getting traded in.
You guys turn your notifications on and you'll know. I'm not saying you don't, but like, it's a great way to know when we're opening something cool. The next Magic opening I'm going to do is Wilds of Eldraine.
So she's going to show you.
It is an older, somewhat older version, but
it's from really, last year.
Yeah,
actually 2 years ago, 2023.
They have what is a set booster, and then there's a draft booster. It has a different art on it.
Well, that's from an older set.
Yeah, I have those. And then I have Throne of Eldraine, which Cat Mischief over here is from an older set. But the draft booster I have is gonna have a different, but it's an Eldraine themed opening. For Magic we'll do next time. And we will be doing Pokemon very soon. We've been collecting that McDonald's stuff, if you know what I mean. We may or may not have a eye problem.
He knocked over the treats.
I know. It's almost dinner time for the kitties. But yeah, it's gonna happen, guys. It's gonna happen. Pokemon is gonna happen.
Why don't you throw him some treats?
I'm gonna throw him some treats.
So this is a cool art card. Frodo Baggins, and it took me a minute to see, but if you see, he's that character in that circle, and he's got the ring in his hand. So this is like kind of the Mount Doom kind of moment. Pretty cool. Katie can have that art card.
Whoa, that's a nice one.
Here's a generic mountain. Nimrodel Watcher. This is an elf.
She's cool. Got a blue little elf scout.
Kind of neat. Oh, you should create a master set of the McDonald's Pokemon set. That's kind of what we're planning on doing, is just doing those all in one whack.
Well, I figured out that there are 4 cards in each package, each little packet. So I'm worried it's going to go really fast. So and if it does, I will open some regular Pokemon packs with it in that stream. I will announce it though in like the socials and stuff like that. Pink Hawk 007 on everything. So, across the board.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll tell us what they're gonna see next, what they're gonna see opening next. Like she was saying a minute ago, either gonna be Pokemon or
right. Yeah.
Eldraine.
I haven't decided which stream's coming first. If it's gonna be the Eldraine themed set for Magic, or if it's gonna be Pokemon. But that's the next card opening is gonna be epic, whichever one it is. And if the next Pokemon opening is, it'll be the McDonald's. So, yep. And if you missed the stream, you know, of course, you can catch it, or we got a YouTube.
Right.
Alright, what you got, babe?
Grey Heavens Navigator. I almost included this in one of my commander decks, but decided not to. We got Willow Wind. This is interesting. That's kind of a cool card. It's kind of like a spirit. That's cool. Ring Sight.
It's neat art on that one. Little sorcery card. The ring tempts you. Search your library for a card.
That's a really powerful.
That's probably worth something. Let me check on that.
This has got an effect called the Tutor effect, which is pretty powerful. So that's Ring Sight. I bet that's worth money.
It's bound to be, because those Tutor cards from Bloomborough were wildly pricey.
Whoa!
Oh,
only 20 cents.
Shocking.
I'm stunned. That's going in the favorites pile, because that's a cool card. So we're in our uncommons
Very
here.
cool card. So, I mean, if you wanted a Tutor card, that'd be a great alternate for a budget deck.
Shortcut to Mushrooms. So this is when the hobbits are still in the Shire. Not a bad card, but not a great card. Whoa! This is a creepy one. This could be a commander. The Mouth of Sauron. This is Sauron's emissary that comes out.
The Mouth of Sauron needs mouthwash real quick.
He comes out to tell the hosts of Gondor that he basically fakes them out and says, we captured Frodo, right? Pretty sad moment. That's a cool card, though. Here's another great potential commander, Theoden, King of Rohan. Pretty cool. So like I said, all of the really major player characters tend to get multiple cards for them. This is Shadow Summoning. So this is kind of the moment when Aragorn is calling the spirits who had pledged allegiance to the kings of Gondor in the past to come fight on his behalf. Kind of neat. Doesn't do a whole lot, but it's a cool card. Foray of Orcs. I think this is not worth money, actually. Full art. Kind of neat. Not a great card. Not going in the favorite pile.
No.
Nope.
The rejection in that.
So, this is a legendary enchantment for our rare.
Oh, this is great.
That's a pretty good effect. It's called Flowering of the White Tree.
I'll check it.
Legendary enchantment. So the White Tree is in Gondor.
$5. And that's the minimum.
It's number 15.
That's number 15. It's over $5, but the other ones are running up to $10.
I'm gonna sleeve that one. Here's a
8, 10.
Pretty cool sword, Dunedain Blade. It's a foil, pretty fancy looking. I'll sleeve that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'll sleeve that.
Sir?
That's not going in the favorites. Let's look that up. This is one of those ones from the list.
Transformation.
Grizzly Transformation. This is an old card from an old set. They got reprinted in Lord of the Rings. How much is it worth? 5 cents. Yay! So I'm going to go ahead and sleeve up Flowering of the White Tree.
There you go.
That one might get traded in for some other cards.
We appreciate everybody here. This is a very special stream, not only because it's Lord of the Rings, but we hit 50 followers today. Following the stream.
Great.
Turn on your notifications so you can catch some other really cool stuff.
So we're approaching the hour mark, and I'm sad to say this is the last pack.
We can go over our favorites. For anybody that came in late, which I think most people did, we can quickly go through some of the favorite cards.
What's a bummer is...
As a nice review.
I haven't opened a single mythic rare from these 8, so maybe there's a mythic rare in here.
Oh man, that would be great.
Wouldn't
That's
that be
bizarre.
awesome?
Out of all those packs.
You know, I think mythic rares tend to appear in like
this
1 out of 10
set
packs.
has, you know, a reputation, I guess, for having legendary.
Right, not necessarily mythic rares.
Okay.
The mythic rares are the same rate as in any set.
Yeah.
There's that Commander Sphere as the Palantir
Nice little art card there.
art card. So we got 2 of those.
Yeah, I get one too.
Yeah.
That's so pretty.
This is a basic swamp that's like the Dead Marshes. Not a bad looking swamp. In fact, that might go in a deck. I'll put that in the favorites.
Very nice, very nice.
Chance Met Elves. This is a pretty neat card. Let's see what we get here. Haunt of the Dead Marshes. So I was just talking about the Dead Marshes. This is an elf. Dead elf in the Dead Marshes. Pretty creepy looking. I like the art on it. It's creepy, but it's cool.
For sure, for sure.
Alright. Nimrodel Watcher. We got this earlier out of a pack. Pretty neat card.
Do you have anything on me to
I love this. I love this card because of the flavor of it. It's just fun.
The flavor?
So this really captures the Lord of the Rings. So this is a saga, an enchantment saga. And on a saga card, each time your turn starts, you add a lore counter to it, and you get to do an additional thing. This is Long List of the Ents. So it's one that has 6 different steps in it.
Gosh, I've never seen one that long before.
No, it's one of the longest ones. And it's, you know, the Ents talk for a very long time, right? And they're listing off all the Ents that are attending, and what it says is, note a creature type that hasn't been noted for a long list of the Ents. When you cast your next creature spell of that type this turn, that creature enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it.
Yeah.
So, long list of the Ents. That's a fun card. I like it.
Worth 8 cents.
I'm going to put that in favorites, even though it's not great and not something I'd
8 pennies.
So this is a legendary creature, Grishnok, Brash Instigator. This is a orc. I'm pretty sure this is one of the orcs when Sam goes to rescue Frodo after he gets captured in Mordor. And they end up fighting over some of Frodo's stuff. Ooh, so this is close to a card I wanted, but it's still pretty cool. Saruman the White. So there's Saruman. That's the first wizard I've opened in any of these. He's going to go on the favorites. Not the Saruman I was looking for. Here's another Saruman card. Saruman's Trickery. It's got a counterspell on it. It's basically a counterspell. Not bad. Here's a legendary creature and the classic, that pretty cool showcase frame. Samwise the Stout-Hearted, depicting an absolutely classic moment from the story when he throws Frodo on his back and carries him up Mount Doom at the very end of the story. Very cool. That's going in the favorites pile.
Nice.
Knights of Dol Amroth. We got this earlier, in this full art version as well. Not a bad card, not a great card. It's a whatever kind of card. This is pretty cool. This is a saga.
Oh, nice.
It's a rare. War of the Last Alliance. Go ahead and look this up if you don't
on
mind.
it.
War of the Last Alliance. Pretty cool.
84 cents.
Not terrible.
Not terrible. There's a version worth $4 and another version worth $2.50. So, not bad.
So this is Fiery Inscription in a foil. This is one of the ones I showed earlier that I opened in the previous Lord of the Rings pack. Well, I didn't get any of the ones I was hoping for, but the chances of that were pretty low. And then this is a token card.
So, you want to talk about, like, your favorites? Because you have a stack, sir. You have a stack. Can that be narrowed? Or we can show it really quickly, a couple at a time.
I'll narrow it real quick.
Anything stick out to you so far? Well, he picked a pretty one. We can talk about that. So that is a dual green and blue legendary creature. That's that elf lurcher. I want to call him Legos.
Legolas.
Legolas counter
Legos.
kill. I just want to call him Can we just have a little nerd moment and appreciate? It has the inscription and it's not gonna show on the inside and the outside in gold, super sized. Need to wear it on a necklace or something. Put it back on my little dragon candle holder over here. I thought that'd be fun for the stream setup. Show me what you got, babe. Show me you got lands in there too.
Yeah. So, legendary creatures, the Balrog, that's classic, right? Galadriel in a very cool full art version. Beautiful. Love it. Inchish Restoration, this is a pretty good ramp card. I've already got one of these in the deck that I play. Here's the forest in that special map. That's going in one of my decks already. Faramir, another legendary, pretty cool.
There you go.
Legolas Counter of Kills, which I've already got in a deck. I may trade this one out for the one I've got. And then Saruman the White, right? So the only wizard we pulled out of these packs. Not a bad deal. I might have to get me some more Lord of the Rings set boosters. This is pretty fun. Hey,
Well,
listen,
fun.
if y'all want to see us open more Lord of the Rings set boosters, please let us know, and we may think about getting some more and doing another Lord of the Rings stream. Wouldn't that be fun?
Wouldn't that be expensive?
Yeah.
I mean,
We could get-
let us know. Put it in the comments.
Did you like Lord of the Rings? We'll do it again. If you liked it, we'll do it again.
Also, tell them what I did. Tell them what I did. What I created.
The YouTube? Oh, yeah. So, we're now on YouTube.
We're now on YouTube.
So if you
okay,
missed-
I could have said that.
If you missed the live stream,
If you missed the live stream, well, sometimes I do IRLs and they're like not as exciting as showing off like whipping through the cards and stuff. So I can like sometimes I might edit those down. There may be like exclusive content that's just different, or us being like, hey, this is what we're gonna do, or this is what we did, or you know, just gaming stuff, us stuff, anything that's just outside of Twitch streaming, it could be on there, you know. It's just something fun and a great place to put some of these videos, because after a period of time they do expire. So we want to keep it on YouTube, so we always kind of have it. Because after all, we are making memories here. We're creating a community, and we are building relationships and friendships with each other.
Right.
We've met some really cool people through Twitch, through gaming. We have great friends that we've known for years because of that. So
thank you all
thanks.
for participating and being part of our community. And joining us when we do these streams. It's a lot of fun. We hope y'all are having fun.
Appreciate you being here. We appreciate the follows, and we appreciate the support. I'm gonna do a raid out to Miho. He has, because of him, I wouldn't have made it to 50 followers this week. So I want to show some appreciation, and he just started a stream. He's our Pokemon guy.
Please give him a follow if you haven't
He does
already.
have strong words now and then, but it is his personality. It is part of his
fun.
stream.
Yeah, it's part of the fun.
You don't take it too seriously. It's just his style. But we love him. Viper, yeah, we love Miho, don't we? He's very entertaining, and he's actually doing some like giveaway stuff on there. So it's just a good time. We're gonna show him some love. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you on the next stream.
Yep, catch y'all next time.
Wait. Had to send him out.
Oh, here we go. Okay.